I wanted to open up kind of the invitation with you guys. I know we got the boot camp coming up, but for those that's looking for a community, that's looking for somebody, the mentor role that can help kind of go through and guide that accountability, but then also walking through, hey, is this a good statement of work for my contractor? How much should I give my contractor up front? This just happened on the job site. What should I do? I just underwrote this. What is this a good deal or not? But the thing is that, from all these years going through, you don't have to know everything. And you got to build wealth. I was talking to somebody today. There's 3 things that you got to have to build wealth. Y'all don't take away nothing. Take away this, that build wealth. You got to either figure out how to cut your expenses, or you got to figure out how to raise your income. One of the two. Whereas now you got more discretionary income that you can invest. 2, the next thing that you got to end up doing is you got to figure out how you can get really, really good at something. You got to become great at something. It doesn't have to be real estate investing. It could be, being a business owner, open up a bakery shop, an e-commerce store, something. You got to get really, really good at something. Too many times, and I've seen this, I got really, really good at flipping houses. And I got to the point that I got really good, I could do it virtually. That I didn't have to be there. But I was good at leadership and putting teams together and being able to verify and work with people. And so I think that's the thing that a lot of times we go from, I want to wholesale, I want to do apartments, I want to fix and flip, I want to do whatever it is, I want to buy RV parks, and which is cool and it's fine, but you got to get really, really good at something. You got to put in the reps, the 10,000 hours, they say, to be a master at something. You got to figure out what it is that you want to be really good at, and then go all in on it. And once you be able to come in like that, because it's all about being at value, because now you're a person of value, you're able to add value, and you're going to be rewarded for that value that you're able to put in. And then the third component of building wealth is just time, y'all. It's time. That, you build wealth over time. It's a process. It's a marathon. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's something that goes with time. And the longer that time goes by, which you're adding these assets, you're paying down your debt over time. And, you add one house here, you add one apartment a year to your portfolio. Next thing you know, 5-10 years, if you've added, $10 million worth of real estate, 10 years, you pay down the debt sum. But guess what? What if it's appreciated 30%? What's 30% of 10 million? So now you've got an extra $3 million, and say you paid down your principal 500,000. You got 3.5 million that you can tap into tax-free. You pull $2 million out. Can you live on $2 million for 3 or 4 years? Of course. And guess what? Like I talked about these deals that we did. A couple of these deals were 100% seller finance. But if you don't know how to talk to somebody, you don't know what a person looks like that can finance a deal like that, you won't know. So you got to get going. But the hard way is figuring this out, is trying to go through. I encourage you guys, you got to find somebody, a mentor in your local area, somebody that can help you get through. Do not try to go through all this stuff by yourself, especially if you don't do it for a living on the back end. I know people that do like certain components of it for their day job, but still struggle with putting it all together. But I think the other thing is not knowing your numbers. You got to know, y'all got to have your numbers tight. That I know people that, they undershoot their renovation budget, then they get surprised. They get, different contractor coming in like, man, you 20, 30,000 under your budget. He's like, yeah, nah, man. Who told you that it's going to cost 50,000? You're looking at 80K. And it's like, you don't know what you don't know. And so that's the thing, that you being able to lean on the expertise, you got to have that. And then, the third bullet goes into the strategy. You got to focus on the niche, the riches and the niches. You got to get really, really good at certain components. And then when you get really good at something, then you can diversify and move on. But I encourage you to look at what you can get really good at. And I think at the end of the day that we don't have a lot of time. That time is the most precious commodity that we have. And the more and more that we trade our money for time, the less time that we're going to have in the future. And I think that's the thing that people don't realize is the most expensive cost that you're going to ever pay this year is the cost of inaction. You not taking action is the most expensive cost that you have right now, because you could be doing so much more right now to be adding to your bottom line. That I think it was last year, Forbes was saying that the average fix and flip was 40K. If you flip one house, you can make an extra 40,000. What could you do with extra $40,000 a year? That's just one deal. Think about if you did 10 deals or 5 deals. But not taking action is costing you a lot more than what you could be doing and adding to the bottom line. And I want everybody to kind of do that self-assessment and kind of think, hey, have I been sleeping on my life? Have I been sleeping on my family? Have I really not given it my all? Or have I not taken this thing separate? Everybody needs a side hustle. Everybody needs to start a small business. It's too easy because like we could all walk into our job tomorrow and like, you know what? It's been a good run, but you know, we move in another direction. We got to make some more money for the shareholders. Best of luck. We're gonna give you a severance package for a month or two, and you know, it's been good. And you know, the thing is, I don't want anybody to be in that position where is that they only have all the eggs in that one basket, and then just for that basket to be bust wide open. That's not a good feeling. And I think that's the thing that we all just got to continue to do that self-assessment. At the end of the day, I'm telling y'all, success ain't convenient. And you know, it's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be days that you don't want to get up. It's gonna be days that you don't want to go look at properties. It's gonna be days that you don't want to answer the phone when the property management company calls you like, hey, yep, this just happened. But you got to do it. When I wrote my book back in 21 and went through that process that my mom passed away kind of halfway through, it was devastating. And for about 2 weeks, I couldn't even write it. I was like, I'm done with it. You know, this ain't for me. But, you know, it was like, you know, everything that she poured in me and the man that she helped raise and build me up to be along with my dad is like, nah, you can't quit. We don't build quitters. We don't build quitters. And it pushed me through to the point to go through. And it's just like, it's super cool. You see the pictures of me posting with my book and stuff with people, but to be able to pour into people and to help somebody and change somebody's life just based off the words about my experience and the experience of others, it's been crazy. But I just want to tell y'all, it's like, you know, you need to build wealth today, not tomorrow. You keep putting this stuff off. You got to do it today, because I wish I had started buying apartments in 2010 where I could have retired in 2015 and had another 5-7 years where she could benefit from all the wealth and everything that I've done, the trips that we take and all that. But for me, it took me too long, and she'll never be able to, you know, to witness all of that and to be there. So that's the thing that I want you guys to do, to take this stuff serious when you start talking about real estate and whatever it is, starting a business, whatever it is that you're passionate about, that you know that's going to move the needle in your life, that you need to be doing. Just do it, because the sooner that you can do it, the sooner that you can enjoy it with your loved ones, and the sooner that you will be able to kind of just live your life on purpose and not, you know, you're not being completely reactive, that you can be proactive in doing what it is that you do. And so that at the end of the day, y'all, that's what it's all about. And, you know, I always tell people, seldom in life can you be stretched to your full potential, but it's gonna have some stuff in life that's gonna have to break you. That it's some stuff that's gonna have to change you, and you're gonna have to go through some stuff in order to get to your stuff. And the sooner that you pick up that principle and you embody it, that it's nothing that's gonna come at you in life that's gonna shake you, that's gonna break you down. It may knock you down, but you're gonna get back up. It's nothing that's gonna hold you down long. But I think once you get that mentality, that you're gonna be good. That's enough about that. At this point, you know, for you guys that are looking for mentorship, would love to have you on. I don't do like, hey, well, you just sign up on your own. You do have to go through a process, a vetting process. We kind of listen to you, talked about your goals, and understand, make sure you're a good fit for what I do, because, you know, I'm pushing you to, I'm going to push you to success. That, you know, my goal is for you to get your next property in 90 to 120 days. And if you're not really serious about it, or you kind of half in, half out, then no. But I tell you this, if you're going by yourself, you know, you open yourself up for more mistakes. It's going to take you a whole lot longer versus being able to have somebody that's been there, done that, that has the experience, that had the mentorship to go through there. Because my job as a mentor, as a coach, is to help you get there a whole heck of a lot faster. And you can talk to Reggie, you know, with being able to pick up 96 units in less than a year from when he started in real estate investing. And that is powerful. And so it's able to be done, but you just got to show up and you got to take action. And we got proven systems in place that you guys, I basically put my business in a box, my fix and flip business that's running in Panama City in Alabama in a box, my multifamily process that we do to pick up, you know, to buy these 4 apartments, soon to be 5 apartment buildings. And then separately from that, the whole raising money side of it. And then, you know, at the end of the day, this is for somebody that's serious, that's ready to build a portfolio, you know, that's got money in their 401k, that's ready to diversify and pick up some rental properties, or somebody's like, hey, I know I got extra time. I need to create a second side hustle job, maybe wholesale some, pick up some, doing joint ventures with people in the community. We got people that's partnered up where it's like, hey, I work all the time. I got money. I know you got some time. Let's do some projects together. So that's what it's all about, is just figuring out what you have with resource wise, whether you have a lot of time, you got a lot of money, and then now figuring out who you need to align with to cover down in your weak areas in order to build a solid team. And, but you definitely got to be motivated and ready to go. And if you're not, that's fine. Continue to pour in yourself. And when you're ready, like the Chinese proverb says, when the student is ready, the master will appear, and you'll be good. But I think that's the biggest thing. So we talk about that with that whole process, the flow chart. We talk about the tangibles with all that, the details, the crossing the T's and dotting the I's with everything, from the processes, the systems, the marketing on both the single family and multifamily side, how to go through and put yourself in a position to be able to raise money. All that's included. And but the thing on the other side of it is the time freedom, when you're not being a slave for money, you're able to actually invest, and your money is working harder than than you're working for it. And once you get to that position, that's where we all want to achieve that time freedom, where our money's working harder and we can take a step back and not having to work that hard, where we can spend more time with our family, we can travel, we can do whatever it is that we want to do. And that's what this program is all about. That's what it's all about, is being able to achieve that at the end. And just real estate is just a vehicle. It's the vehicle that we use to get there. So all that packaged up, the investment for that is $6K. That's what it is. Should be a heck of a lot more. The price is going to be going up later this summer for that. But for those that's interested, that's serious about mentorship, definitely reach out.